Hey guys, today I'm gonna try to find out if Night 2 will eventually get reworked, like Night 1. Well, right now, obviously, Night 2 isn't near the quality of either Night 1 or Night 3, so there is a very high chance. However, the devs haven't confirmed anything yet. Unfortunately, if we were to see a Night 2 rework, however, it would almost certainly be in 2028, since Night 4 comes out in 2027. However, we also have to take in some reasons as to why it won't happen, since, like I said, this isn't guaranteed to happen or confirmed by any devs. So the first reason it might not happen is because Night 2 is way bigger than Night 1, so it'd take way more time to remake, especially since RM has a one-dev team. However, Night 2 is very old by now and might have outdated code, so take it how you will. Another reason why we may not get it is that other updates could push it away. However, this is probably unlikely as Night 4 got pushed back for the Night 1 rework. My third reason as to why it may not happen is that maybe the devs just think Night 2 is fine as it is, which is possible, but I don't think they will keep it at less quality as the other nights, since it would be unbalanced. But if Night 2 were to get reworked, we probably wouldn't see the crazy overhaul of the old skins, hats, items, badges, and titles like the Night 1 rework did to the game. But if we do end up getting a Night 2 rework, we will almost certainly get new badges, hats, and skins, just not remade versions of the old ones. I think there's a strong chance that it will get reworked. I mean, just look at them side by side. It may not look bad from the video, but the quality of the maps are just not the same, which is why it might be reworked in the future. Now it's time to get to the fun part, which is what I think we can expect if a Night 2 rework update came out. So the first thing we'd probably see is a reworked locker minigame, as it's too easy in its current state right now. I think this could also bring some new badges, like how Night 1 rework had the No Place to Hide badge. We could see that, but in Night 2. Also, I think it would fix most bugs like trapping Larry or the skeletons into the lockers, which would improve the overall experience for Night 2 and remove most bugs. Another feature we could expect is just overall a revamped map, and Larry with new AI and maybe a new chase theme, like Night 1. Also, I think it would be cool if we got some kind of update for the grids in Night 2, since just giving money for it isn't really satisfying. It just helps you in the night instead of creating a problem or something like the bunker's power grids. We could also probably expect a new revamped version of the power and tower mechanics, probably making them harder. Also, I think this update would expand on Night 2's lore, since we don't really get a lot other than some old worker posters to keep safe in the factory. The update would probably bring a new system of the delivery service, since right now there's many bugs with it, and also I think there should be more useful items you can buy, since the players only really use the UV and locks, and sometimes the cameras. If this were to happen, there would probably be more badges to do with the delivery service, since currently there's only 2. But obviously, Night 2 has more than one anomaly, so now we're going to get to the major reworks we could see. So the first rework I think is pretty obvious, which is a remade model and mechanics of the Stalker. The Stalker does look good at the moment, but in reality, his actual mechanic is just a simple gaze attack, which many other games have done before. Now we do give RM the benefit of the doubt, since it does make a cool animation when you look at Stalker, but I think this could be remade to be something much cooler with a bit more work. I also think Stalker's AI should be updated, since most of the time you're playing Night 2, you end up walking into Stalker because he teleports behind you, which can get really annoying. Of course, the other antagonist of Night 2, the Pest, Barry, doesn't really have a great mechanic either, with one of his mechanics being worse than the other. I feel like if he were to be changed, they would need to just focus on the mechanic side, since his design upgraded would probably get way too detailed. Also, maybe the UV light would be able to be used against the pest in the future. However, we aren't sure yet, and you can't do that now. Another feature I feel like could be expanded on is this door from Night 2, which used to be in the final cutscene, but now it isn't, and has no purpose anymore other than to just fill up the map. The final rework I think could be added is a new system for the floodlights, as right now they are pretty generic, but it isn't really necessary. It's just an addition to the update log. And that ends this video, guys. See you next time, I guess.
You can save £50 per person. That's £200.
Promise you you'll catch me.